What's going on, fam? I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I wasn't planning to make this video, but I don't hold anything back. Today I'm going to share the 5 entrepreneur books that made me the entrepreneur I am today. And if you want to check them all out, stay tuned to the end of the video to see them all. Alright, what's up everyone? Before I share my top 5, I just want to get this out of the way. These are the books that I read physically and I have in my possession. There are other books that are really great and all well and good. However, these books actually help me with my process, and they are really good entrepreneur books to start off your process if you're in the beginning stages of becoming an entrepreneur. So these are the books that I actually read, and you'll see in this video, you know that I actually read these books. I'm not just spouting off nonsense about other people's hard work or their reviews. This is books that I read personally and how I feel this is really impactful for anyone that's wanting to become an entrepreneur. So with that being said, let's get to the first one. The first book is Secret. So this book is mainly about the law of attraction, and that basically means what you think, you could manifest it into existence. And this book is really helpful because it gave me that mindset that anything's achievable if you put in the hard work and you have those affirmations and you think positively. This book really teaches you how to think really positive about any situation you're in, because if you actually read through this whole book, you know how impactful your thoughts are with anything that you do. If your thoughts are negative, you're going to manifest negative thoughts. If you dwell on things and you don't believe things will come true, it will not come true. You have to, you really have to believe in what you're actually doing in your life to actually manifest goodwill and good results. So mainly, I recommend this book to anyone that is looking for a self-motivational book to actually give them that mindset that that could actually help them achieving their goals. Or I recommend this book if you guys do not know what the law of attraction is. I'm assuming if you're an entrepreneur, you probably heard about it here and there from motivational videos. However, if you haven't, this is a great book to start because it teaches you how to help with money, relationships, what else? I got my notes with me. Life and your life basically, and the world and your health. So mainly, that's how you could start off from the ground and up. So yeah, I recommend this book to anyone that looking for any help in those categories. So that being said, let's get to the second one. All right, for the second book, it is Linchpin. So this book is about how you can become indispensable. And Linchpin is basically building blocks in companies that are actually stable. Is their key components with the growth of the company. They might not be the most famous, but they are indispensable. So remember, this book is basically about like how you could keep a job and how they won't fire you, basically, like they need you. And for me to like relate to this, I'll think about try to think about movies where like a certain antagonist or anti-antagonist can't kill off a certain someone because of their traits. So for example, most of the time in movies, they don't really kill off the doctors because, you know, they need doctors. Like in zombie movies or whatever, you can't kill doctors because like you don't have that big of a supply of doctors running around, because, you know, if you kill that one, how are you gonna like cure your injuries? Or if you have an injury, how are you gonna fix it? So, you know, they're indispensable in their own like little group. So mainly bring it back to the real world and the workforce. You could be indispensable just like that in whatever job you pursue, and this book teaches you how to do that exactly. So definitely recommend this if you're in a job, if you're working in a job, excuse me, if you're working in a job and you actually want to keep that and grow a certain amount of residual income with that job, and then that book will show you how to be indispensable so you won't lose that job. And mainly, I picked that book to be in this category because it's not exactly how to become an entrepreneur, since like being an entrepreneur is like self-made, and this is for you working for someone. But this book is so versatile in whatever foundation or whatever establishment you want to be a part of, and you can use that when you actually start your own businesses, because mainly it teaches you the traits and the good qualities to become indispensable, become that good leader when you actually start off on your own to become an entrepreneur. So this is like a beginning stages of becoming an entrepreneur, and this is what you really need if you're still working a job trying to get money to fund your own business. This is how you're going to keep that job, and that book will help you. All right, now move on to the third book. The third book is right here. You guys probably haven't heard of it, but It's basically a sales book, The Secrets of Power Negotiation of Salespeople. So mainly this book is a sales book, but it's completely different from almost all the other ones I read because it teaches you how to actually make win-win negotiations. So basically that means imagine if you could win a negotiation and have the other person feel like they won too. That's the secrets of power sellers negotiation, and that teaches you exactly how to do just that within the book. And then you could leave the negotiation with you winning the majority and you still establishing better relationships with the person you've done business with. So mainly this book is not just only a sales book, it teaches you how to make sales with people, gain the advantage, and still build relationships with the people that you beat, or like you won the negotiation with, but they're still thinking that they won as well. So there's a lot of value in this book, and mainly like the number one trait that I will say that all entrepreneurs need to have if you want to be successful is you need to know how to sell. Like that's probably like the number one, well, creativity sometimes, but like you need to know how to sell yourself, because mainly this is all about you. Like this is from the beginning is you building whatever you want to build, and you need to sell it to show the people in the world what you have to offer. And this book teaches you just to do that and gain relationships as well. So definitely a good find. I recommend this to anyone that's actually trying to get a good sales book. And yeah, this is one I highly recommend. So moving on to the fourth book, which is, you guys probably already know this was going to be on the list, but let's just bring it in. Think and Grow Rich. So mainly I'm not going to talk too much about this since this book is really well known throughout the community of entrepreneurs. This is basically a book of success, the guidelines that you have to follow, and mainly this book was like a good entry level book for like the next book I'm actually going to the number 5 book on this video list. But this book is really it really got me like getting my feet in the water, because it taught me like, okay, I need to follow these strategies. Not strategies, like these are good guidelines for help me become successful, and these are like the certain things that successful people actually done in their lives to become successful. But it really didn't give me that roadmap of exactly what I should do. But that leads me to the 5th book, because the 5th book is basically this book and then some. Like, it's crazy, but let's just get into it. So the 5th
12 seconds later.
Alright, so the 5th book is, boom, How to Raise Your Income by Napoleon Hill. So this book and this book is basically, okay, let me give you the rundown. This is the guideline and this is the blueprint. And you need the blueprint. And mainly what I mean by that is almost all the chapters in Think and Grow Rich is dissected in this book. And it tells you all the key points and then some, because in this book it's basically the script that Napoleon Hill had when he interviewed Andrew Carnegie, which is a founder of a steel corporation back in the late 90s. And he basically, Andrew Carnegie basically tells Napoleon Hill exactly what he did in these strategies, in the chapters that was in Think and Grow Rich. I'll name a few for you guys. So basically developing a self of purpose. Mainly that is basically telling you guys like why you're on this earth, like what do you want to do, like why are you here, what do you want to achieve. And then use the mastermind principle, basically have a mastermind group. This book talked about it, just gave you like how powerful it will be, like how powerful a mastermind group will have in your life. This book shows you like how to get one, that like how it is impactful and why you really need to do it right now. And develop an attractive personality, and apply faith, go the extra mile. It has almost everything that this book has and then some, and it teaches you through Andrew Carnegie's eyes, which is a very successful business owner back in the late 90s. He was one of the richest owners and founders, and he basically tells you like the people that he met, the experiences that he had, and that the experiences that the people had on him. So yeah, this book, these books are like in no specific order. However, if I have to pick the one that's going to help you the most, is okay for like if you already have that mindset, you're already motivated, then this book will by far be the one that'll help you the most. Yeah, I would say like this is another niche book because it's about sales and everything, because you need that. So but like if you need to know about sales, you specifically will read this book. However, if you just need everything about how to be successful in whatever thing that you're trying to do in life, this is the book that you need to read. Honestly, I read this, oh my god, probably like 5-10 times. And dude, like, it's crazy how helpful this book is. And like, it's not even known that much. Like, you probably never heard of this book, like How to Raise Your Own Salary. And it kind of like hides the true meaning of the book, because this book is basically about the laws of success from Napoleon Hill, but dissected. And that's mainly it. So yeah, I'll definitely recommend this book to anyone that is looking for something similar to what I just explained. Alright, with that being said, that ends my top 5 entrepreneur books that helped me through my journey of becoming an entrepreneur. And if you really appreciate this video or found it helpful in any shape or form, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, you can comment about your top 5 favorite books that helped you through your entrepreneur journey. So with that being said, I hope you guys all have a great day. Until next time, Adam Nolly signing off.